Thank you. I'm often told that the dawn of emails, texts and tweets has got rid of the noble art of writing a letter.
Do you write letters?
I do occasionally. I think it's important to write a letter every now and again.
I agree.
I encourage our kids to write letters as well.
Thank you
There's
notes.
nothing quite like something arriving on the doorstep, is there?
No, it's lovely. A personal letter is absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
Better than a bill, anyway. So now, as part of the Royal Mail's 500th anniversary, we're being encouraged to dig out our old letters, which may give a glimpse into a significant time, place or person from history. Well, to explain more, we're joined by David Gold from Royal Mail. Good morning.
Good
Good morning.
You write letters, I'm assuming.
Of course.
Of course. OK, so what's prompted you to do this? Of course, it's the 500th anniversary, but where are you starting from?
Well, it started with a colleague, actually. My colleague Candida dug out a letter from one of her relatives. He was on HMS Duke during the Great Battle of Jutland, which was a 36-hour epic battle.
See the letter here, yeah.
And, you know, it's one thing to get a war report and to be able to read that, you know, but to have somebody actually there talking about what it was like to be up there in the tower, watching what was actually going on, that brings it to life. So what we thought was, well, let's ask everybody else. Who else has got these great letters stored in the attic? And whether it's somebody who was a hero of battle, or whether it was somebody like Julian Fellowes' great-great-great-great-grandfather, who in 1820 was going to visit his son in Newbury, and described an epic, it seemed to me, coach journey. Coach, of course, not being the wheeled variety, the sort of horse-drawn variety, talking about this amazing coach journey. And it just suddenly gives you an insight into something long, long ago, but really brings to life a different side of history.
And that's the thing, isn't it, David? It's real history. These are letters written by real people. There's no filter on these to sort of steal a modern term. So what sort of other letters are you looking for?
We're looking for letters they can be love letters, they can be letters telling of the death of a relative.
So it doesn't have to be about a specific historical event?
Not specifically. I mean, obviously, if any of your viewers do actually have letters of people who were there for the French Revolution or were there for the birth of somebody famous, we'd love to hear those, see those. But what we would also like are the letters that actually describe what we call normal life. We'd like to be able to see into life as it was unfolding. We want to see what it was like for the people who were actually there, the emotions, the feelings, what people were going through, what people were actually experiencing.
And you also have one, I mean, you say you don't want necessarily extraordinary stories, but you also have a letter that was written from someone who's on the Titanic as well.
We do, and we think that it was the last letter that was written on the Titanic. It was Mrs. Hart who wrote the letter to her mother with her daughter, and it was safely tucked away in her husband's jacket and given to I think it was given to his daughter as she got into the lifeboat, and that's how it survived. And we also have a letter from the Titanic from one of the surgeons who was on the Titanic, which was safely docked when they safely docked in Ireland before the tragic events.
What will you do with these letters?
They're all going to go up onto a website. So Royal Mail, we are modern. Any viewer who wants to upload their own letter can go to our website, royalmailgroup.com/letters of our lives, upload their letters, and Lucy Worsley, the historian, is going to be going through them all and choosing some of the best ones. And all letters, whether they are from famous people, whether they're about famous events, or whether they are about the more mundane things, are all welcome. We want to really shine a light onto events, famous or not so famous, that have gone on in the past.
I wonder what we were looking for to sort of reflect this sort of period, say 500 years down the line, because we're so open now with social media and everything.
Yes.
Everything is out there. I suppose. Well, I wonder what the equivalent will be 500 years down the line. Whether we'll still be writing letters at all.
Well, I certainly hope we are. Not only because I work for Royal Mail, but because, as you said, when a letter lands on your doormat, it really does. Well, you know, I get a little leap in my heart when I look at the handwriting, I look at the stamp, and then I think who's it from, and if I've guessed right, and then I open it. And you love to be able to hear news from relatives, especially if you don't see them very often. But I don't think, in all seriousness, that we're going to be looking in 500 years at old text messages and emails in quite the same way that we do at letters. I mean, apart from anything else, when you open an old letter, as I did recently, and the smell, it just brings out that great sort of atmosphere, even from something so dusty and old.
Brilliant.
It's lovely. I remember I used to spray perfume on love letters.
Did you?
When I was younger.
Do you still write little poems for?
Every now and then.
Do you?
Yeah. There's nothing wrong
You
with
bring
it.
one in to read out on
No, because they were not for you.
Would you like to upload them?
No.
David,
Thank you
very
so
much.
much.
Thank you very
Good luck
much.
with that. If you do have a letter you'd like to submit, you can find more details on the Royal Mail website.
Coming up after 7 for you.